there you are, sweet baby angel, and here I am. You and I are about to...
Glad I've got you up here.
Okay.
This is nice. Come in real quick.
We're gonna do it. Kiss on the terrace. Pretty people dropped in Mallorca, ready for a spoon and maybe a forker. This daddy's gonna make a splash, cause you press play on another rehash. Hello, I'm Wilko, the guy who rehashes reality, and welcome to Wilko Rehashed. Before we get into 2024, we want 24,000 subscribers, so make sure you have liked, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into a double episode of Love Island for 2023. It's the UK season 10. And where we left off was two bombshells have been dropped in, Leah and Charlotte, and the menses were serving disgusting food.
I feel like Leah was mad flirty, bro. She's sexy still. I feel like they're both good looking girls, you know what I mean? But I feel like Leah's a bit more my type.
Did you have a favourite?
So I would say Zach. I would say Zach surprised me the most. He's just really confident.
Leah, top tier. When a girl has strong eye contact.
She wasn't budging, fam.
She wasn't budging, bro. She didn't blink at one point.
I hope you're figuring out where the villa is with their kinks and their turn-ons, sweet baby angel. Obviously, banter is very important. And we all know that girls just want a guy
to be so obsessed with them. I want you to be obsessed with me so much.
But now we know that strong eye contact is very important. So if you're about to go on a date and you're maybe sitting in the Uber, why shouldn't your date picking you up? And don't question that too much. What I want you to do is remember strong eye contact. No blinking is apparently really hot.
Glad I've got you up here.
Okay.
This is nice. I'm not gonna lie, man. So come in real quick.
Oh, of course.
No.
They're kissing. No, they're kissing right now.
Are you sure?
Yes, they are. They
really?
are. He literally just leaned. They're lip sync.
They're lip sync. Apparently they're saying they're kissing.
Mitch, they're lip sync. Mitch, okay, honey, bring it in. Mitch, honey, give it up. Molly don't want you. You're very controlling and possessive, and you keep telling her what her feelings are, and it's very, very, very flaccid-inducing. Well, there you have it. Mitch and Molly have had a kiss on the terrace. And now Zach and Molly have done the exact same thing, but it seems like this kiss has gone way better than the first one, even though after the kiss, Mitch really sold that kiss to Molly. That was great, wasn't it? That was the best kiss you've ever had, right? Right?
Best kiss, right?
Tell me it was the best kiss. It was the best kiss. It was definitely because you're feeling it. I'm telling you now that you're feeling it was the best kiss. I think it wasn't, and I think this one with Zach absolutely was for Molly. That is a strong statement for Zach to have a few dates with the new bombshells and prepare them some food, if that's what we could call it. And then not long after, Molly gets a smooch on the terrace. That should be indicating to Leah and Charlotte where Zach's head is at.
All the girls are tripping, so it's nice for the guys. Obviously, when you walked off, Mom went straight to Zach, grabbed him when they were going onto the terrace because she sees you as a threat.
No, I don't feel like that.
That's all right.
I feel like they were all really nice.
Whose date were the best? Tell me.
I can't tell you that. I don't need to tell anyone.
Okay.
Anyway.
Leah's definitely my type.
Oh, tone it down, mate. So Mitch goes on with this whole thing about how as soon as the dates were finished, Molly grabbed Zach, took him up to the terrace, and made sure that she got some good lips and action. But Mitch, as soon as you were aware that Molly and Zach were kissing, you went to Leah and grabbed her immediately. The same thing that you're accusing Molly of is the same thing that you're doing, and you are coming on so strong again. Nobody wants this. It's not hot. Even though 5 seconds ago, I said it was really hot.
When guys were totally obsessed with me.
But not in this way. Or maybe it is. I can't keep up.
Oh, it made you nervous?
Tiny bit.
Oh.
I would 10 probably like a 3.
Well, that's not nervous.
That's a massive compliment. I'd never get nervous.
3 is massive compliment. Mitch was very forward, but maybe in my head I don't like too much forward. I was a bit like, oh, that's a lot.
Oh, Leah, please tell him because he's never going to learn. Actually, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. You could tell him to his face and then he would have some retort about how you're actually feeling because Mitch is really good at telling you how you feel. Molly has definitely come in with an agenda, and that agenda is no longer Mitch. But I do like that as soon as she's done some kissing up on the, you know where it is, the terrace, she makes sure that one of the first people she speaks to about this, so it doesn't get a, little whispers around the villa game, is Mitch.
Now, I want to be really open with you.
Just went to the terrace with Zach.
Taylor's terrace.
And we had a kiss.
I can tell. It's everywhere. Chill, it's all right.
I know. Have a hug.
Yeah.
And the act of Mitch being unbothered by this is BAFTA worthy. Yeah, it's everywhere. I'm laughing. I'm having fun. This is great. That laugh that he did just before she told him was psychotic. This act that you're putting on now, Mitch, after being so bothered about it and that didn't really work out for you, so now you're going to pretend that you're so cool and chill. I'm so cool and chill. I don't care that you made out with Zach. Nobody, including Molly, is believing it. Now, even though she said Zach caught her off guard the most, it seems like Leah loves herself a little bit of Tyreek.
Okay, so what test you want to do? Where do we start?
We'll start tomorrow. Properly.
Test.
Obviously today, just like a warm-up test.
Oh, right, okay. It's the warm-up.
Probably looking in her eyes.
Ella, I'm going to say the same thing to you as I've done, Mitch. Just pull it back a little bit. Look, I understand that you don't want to be mugged off, but the girls just got there. And Tyreek has been pretty clear that he would like to play the field with the bombshells that get dropped in there. And even if Tyreek's not interested, it seems like he's going to flirt with you anyway. So I'm not sure exactly how much flirting means with Tyreek.
My dress is a bit short. Every time I lean over.
Can you stand up, let me see? I haven't seen it properly yet.
You've not? Okay.
You should just get up and twirl for him.
She also led him down that path that he was easily going to follow her down that path of, oh my God, my dress just is so short. It just keeps riding up. Oh my God, don't look at it though. I pointed it out, but I can't even. It just keeps, oh. Tyreek doesn't even care that Ella's watching. Or maybe that's his kink too. Maybe he likes that she's watching and getting madder by the second. Now, point out that Tyreek didn't ask her to twirl. Leah did that all on her own, but he did ask her to show it to him. Ty knows exactly what he's doing at all times.
Why are you looking fuming?
Just setting. It's my face.
No, but you're looking fuming. Bro, what?
What?
What, fam?
Why is your got a problem with how I look?
Oh, play out, bro. Oh, so why are you looking like something's wrong then? Well, clearly something's wrong, isn't it?
Can I have a chance to talk? Like,
Wait, we had a conversation over there, yeah?
Yeah, you said you were gonna chat to her and get to know her. I didn't know you were gonna be fucking saying twirl for me and doing all this.
You're being dumb.
You're not listening to me when I speak. You said you wanted to fucking talk to the girl. You wanted to get to know her.
Yeah?
Be fucking respectful about it. Don't be sitting fucking cuddling in my face and
I'm sorry that you decided to come to the kitchen at that time I was chatting to her.
Are they just going to be one of those couples that want to be with each other but want to make it as difficult as possible? I think Ty actually does want to be with Ella, but I don't think he's ever going to commit. Not now, anyway. He seems terrified of commitment. And he's either trying to blow it up with Ella because then if he blows it up, then it's done and it's not his fault because whatever, she got psycho and that's on her. I have to agree with Ella. The way that Ty flirts with everybody is pretty disrespectful. I just don't know if he can help it. It's his gift. It's what he does. He flirts and he pulls. Definitely some trouble in paradise for Ty and Ella. Hey, I'm not sure what Mitch's special gift is, but it's definitely not playing it cool. You know what I mean? Like his gift is not playing it cool. We know that for sure. So in bed with Molly, who he is still coupled up with, he says, thing is, I feel like we could be friends, don't you? And then he goes on to say, this is a friendship cuddle? Or maybe Molly says that. Anyway, he's absolutely not letting Molly go. And then Tyreek says, you're my favorite to Ella to try and smooth things over. And I think there's no way that's going to work. But it does. They're making out. Every time they have a blow up, they then have a nice little sesh in bed. Like my nan says, you should never go to bed angry. Maybe she meant go to bed angry, but don't go to sleep angry. And the way that you make sure that you're happy before you go to sleep is this.
You just need to chat to him today. Just be like, guys, please don't say I was good.
No, we would never, in the Love Island villa, we would never go and tell the person immediately after. I'm actually surprised that they don't immediately. Ella is feeling a lot of different emotions. She knew that this was coming because Ty made it very clear that he was going to get to know any bombshell he was interested in because it's all a test. You know that these boys in the villa, they love tests. Only when it comes to bombshells. No other test.
I put my head on his shoulder.
Okay, we're getting there.
I want to see what today's got in store.
Pause. The girls are grilling Whitney about how she's coming along with her affection towards Mehdi, ooh la la, and it turns out she's really going all out. Head on shoulder action. I don't care what you say. That's so hot. A bit of this. Oh. To see if they can get them to the next level, they must go on a date. And that is exactly what Maddie and Whitney are about to do.
You're not good at this.
It is so hard. Hold on.
I feel like I got the hang of it. Wait, are you going left or right?
I'm going straight. I mean, I'm trying to.
It's one of those in theory things. In theory, tandem bike riding, oh, so romantic. In practicality, no. It's like taking someone ice skating. I think you think it's going to be a romantic thing to do, but there's always someone who's not that good at the ice skating. And it's more of a chore than a romantic thing. Now, even though the tandem bike ride isn't particularly arousing, some action is still had.
Oh, the frogs are fucking.
They're actually making.
I think they're making love.
And at least the frogs fuck because nothing else happens on this date. Sure, there's some cute chat, but they're sitting so far apart. There's no physicality. I do not feel any spark no matter what they say. They both come back and say, oh, the date was great, but nothing happened.
That's what's really upsetting me because I'm starting to realise that me and him just cannot work. I need a guy that, like, I said to him, sure, I mean, yeah, you want to talk. It's not the fact he's talking to the girls, it's the way he's going about it.
You don't mind being in trouble?
Trouble's fun sometimes, isn't it?
Oh, that's you.
And I will not stay where I'm not valued. I feel like it's the end.
Wow, Ella feels like it's the end. This test isn't going very well. Or maybe it's going exactly how Ty expected it to. Leah is flirting very hard and she's allowed to. She's just got dropped into the Love Island villa and she's got to make sure that she stays there as long as she can. And why wouldn't she flirt with Tyreek? It's what he does. It's what he's good at. Ella's totally right. She needs to be with someone who she feels values her, and Ty plays this as a game all the time. But he did say to her that he was going to get to know people. I guess there just wasn't like the terms and conditions on how he was going to do it. But Ella, you've watched him flirt with literally everyone, including Jess, who he has proclaimed he has zero feelings for. And still would touch and cuddle and say really flirty shit like, oh, you're a good kisser, isn't it? And he had no intentions of taking it any further with her.
Why'd you say you're fine when you're not fine? So everything's okay?
What do you want to ask me?
Is everything okay?
What do you mean?
How do you feel?
We had an argument last night. I've not spoke to you all day. You was too busy chatting to other girls.
For the whole day? No, I wasn't.
Yes, the whole time I was here.
So what, you can't just say, yo, can we talk?
Like, I'm the one that was upset yesterday, so why should I now come and pull you? If you cared, you would say something. Just
I
say.
was upset yesterday too. So my feelings don't match because I'm not even showing them.
It's funny, not for them, but especially not for Ella, but it's all just such fuckboy behaviour. I'm upset too. I'm upset too. Like, you can't discount my feelings. She's not. She's saying that your behaviour has upset her. And then the next day, you should probably make sure that you two are in a good place before you go and start flirting your little titties off with every other girl but her. You see how that works? And instead of owning it, you just want to keep fighting. And I love it because it's just such a young person thing to do. Because when you're young, you just want to die on every hill. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to fight everything because I've got the energy. At 37, I've got zero energy. It would have been so easy for you to make sure that both of you were in a good place before you started Flirtfest 2023 with everybody else.
I don't want it to be like this. I don't want you to be upset. And I do care when you're upset. If I hurt your feelings, I apologise for that. That's crap. That's shit from me. I hope we can move past this. I don't like seeing you upset.
Sounded really genuine. Not 1 second of it did I believe. That's really shit. If I did that, if I made you upset, well, there's no if. She made it clear that you did upset her the way that you went about it. You didn't really own it, but somehow you got her to slide over next to you. The arm went around the shoulder and we're all good. I don't know how you resolve fights in your relationship, sweet baby angel, but I didn't know that you could just do some half-hearted say the words and then put your arm around the shoulder and everything be fixed. All right, somebody's got a text. And it means we've got to gather around the fire pit. Tonight there will be a recoupling where the boys will pick which girls they would like to couple up with. And as you can see, Whitney looks shook, even though Maddie is definitely going to pick her.
Charlotte and Leah, as the newest arrivals, you will choose who you would like to couple up with first.
Oh. Gagged. Okay, now, Whitney, you can be a little bit more shook by it because maybe one of the girls are interested in Maddie. I highly doubt it, but maybe they are. So the two new bombshells get to pick whoever they like, and that could really screw up the order of things. Like there's some sort of order.
So the boy that I would like to couple up with
Zach?
is Tyree.
Oh, no, she's going to... Oh!
The boy I would like to couple up with, Zach.
The girl I would like to couple up with is Catherine.
So the girl I would like to couple up with is Whitney.
Yes.
Girl I'd like to couple up with is Jess.
So the girl I'd like to couple up with is Molly.
You must now decide which single girl should be saved.
Mitch looked like, oh, how has this happened? I didn't know that this was going to happen. And Mitch makes this incredibly long speech about Molly. And it's just so telling that he is not going to drop Molly. Even though he's saying all this friend shit, none of that is true. Like, we knew it, but now we really know it after that speech. So Ruchi and Ella are on the chopping block because Tyreek got picked by Leah. And Zach was out of the race and he couldn't pick Molly. Oh, he doesn't get to be with Molly for an extra couple of nights. I wonder how it feels to be Molly right now. She knows she really wants Zach and she's worked really hard to get there and she still can't have Zach. All right, before we get to all of that, we need to find out exactly who's going home.
I'm actually quite close to Ruchi, you know, it's just unfortunate I didn't find anyone. I really did want her to find someone. I feel like what I do have with Ella is strong. I want to keep exploring it.
It would be really sad to see her go.
If Ella goes, I'll be gutted, I'll be honest.
Leah is thinking in her head, oh my God, why did I pick him? Why did I pick him? He's been flirting so hard with me, but now he's like going to be really heartbroken if Ella goes. And deep down, I'd probably want Ella to go so I could just have Tata all to myself.
I can't believe Mitch actually chose Molly.
I thought he might save me as a friend.
She's just so kind-hearted, bubbly, and you know, she's Richie.
So the girl we have decided to save
It's gotta be Ella, yeah. It totally makes sense. Like, Ruchi, she had a bad run, and I feel really bad for her because Dre fucked her around. But even if Dre didn't fuck her around, I'm not sure who she was going to connect with. Yeah, she didn't really seem into anyone else. Again, we don't get to see everything, so maybe she was vibing with someone else and we just didn't see it make the edit. Question is, why did Mitch save Molly if he has no feelings for her? He's trying to make it seem like, oh, it's just a friendship thing now. Well, is it because you're just going to try and win her back? Like, what the fuck is going on?
When I started, it went Ruchi Moll, and then it went boom. And I went, fuck, someone's going home now. And I was like, knew it. And I was like, friendship, I've got you, boys. But the thing is, I ultimately sent Ruchi home. I don't think anyone else.
The thing is, Mitch is saying it, so really, you got a secret plan just to get to know Molly now.
If it don't work out, I definitely did. Both starts liking me again, then game's a game. I didn't save Molly, I saved Zach's Molly. I didn't think about her once.
Fuck off. Mitch is now morphing into the biggest wanker I've seen. You're trying to convince us that you didn't save your Molly, you saved... You saved Zach's Molly? Fucking pull the other one because it plays WAP, okay? There is no way anybody around that kitchen bench was believing that you saved Molly for anyone else but yourself, no matter how great your acting was. You also knew Ruchi was going home either way. Actually, I say that, but if it was Molly standing there with Ella, maybe Molly definitely... Actually, yeah, Molly was going home. No one likes her. Except for Zach and a guy called Mitch.
What my game plan is, I've got Zach trusting me, thinks that I'm not interested in Molly when I am. Now, when I talk to him and pull up for chats, he's just going to think, oh, it's a me.
Oh, he's sneaky. No one's going to see through this plan whatsoever. Everybody's just going to gobble it up and be so shook when Molly falls deeply in love with you. And Mitch can be like, it was my plan all along. It was a ruse, you know? Friends close, enemies closer. It's just so funny that he thinks that no one's going to notice that he's still trying to convince Molly or brainwash her to be with him. I think it's funny because it's a bit sad. She's not interested. And she's not interested for this very reason. You just keep trying to manipulate her feelings and everyone else's feelings to make sure that you two end up together. And that kills anything she feels for you. And yet you just continue on thinking it's going to work.
I didn't do that for Zach. What I said I meant.
Really?
It's been you from day one, and it still is. I know you've got a connection with Zach, but I don't think I'm ready to give up yet.
Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't think you still felt like that.
Because I still feel like that.
I said nobody was going to buy his plan, but it seems like Molly's shocked. But who really knows what Molly's feeling? She's just full of shit so often. Of course I still feel like that. Are you kidding? Of course. Of course I still love you. I love you. I've known you for 4.5 minutes and I love you. So you're telling Molly and you think that she's not going to tell Zach? Look, what I will say for Molly is that what she should have said here is, I'm not interested. Because she's not. So in this moment, she should have said, I'm not interested. This whole little shtick, don't worry about it. Go away. Her face is saying it, but Mitch in his desperation thinking that he can tell Molly and then that will work the same way that Zach saying his intentions and then giving her the flower and the challenge. And he thinks it'll be the same thing. Oh, he really still wants me and now maybe I love him. No, she's had a bit of Zach up on the terrace. And she had a bit of Mitch up there and it was no good. She don't want it in the bin.
I just wish one of the girls picked him, if I'm honest. He made it very clear that I either get to know people or it's all him. And I chose to get to know people. And then now we're going back to square one. The Mitchell boat has sailed now. And I'm happiest when I'm getting to know Zach.
If it goes backwards, I want to take myself completely out of it, though.
Yeah, I do want to know what Mitch's thought process was.
Should we go do a swapsies? Should we grab them?
This is also funny because Zach is now saying what Mitch said, which is, I'm going to take myself out of the running. Zach, don't play that game with Molly because it just doesn't work. Yeah, you should absolutely go and interrupt them. Or maybe just like overhear and eavesdrop for a little bit as to the grand plan that Mitch has that you won't see coming. Every time Mitch and Molly hang out, it's just going to be in a friendship way. And when she falls in love with him again, you'll be so shocked, Zach. What? But you guys were just hanging out as friends. I didn't know you were going to fall in love. Molly, just tell him. Say to Mitch, no. In fact, like, roll up a newspaper and, like, just hit him on the nose. Even then, I don't think he'll learn.
We're just chatting about it and obviously just fucking going through what happened and that and obviously what I had to do.
Alright, let me hear your side of things.
Are you sitting on here?
I'm pissed off a little. Definitely have to have the silver lining.
And then he just came and spoke to me about what he meant.
So he's obviously still, like, fully fledged on you, innit?
It's just out of nowhere, though. Like, it's like, I know what I want now.
And what is that?
Pursuing things with you.
Definitely now I'm gravitating more towards you in every aspect.
Zach still trying to play it cool. I'm gravitating towards you in every aspect. Not saying that he's like fully interested, he's just gravitating. Or actually, he said it wrong. It should be levitating. You should levitate towards Molly. And Molly did exactly what I thought she would do, which is tell Zach immediately Mitch's game plan, which Zach knew deep down. Oh, Mitch, you almost had him. The delusion is so good. Delicious. I love it. So Molly is definitely all in. So Molly is at the moment all in on Zach. And Zach is levitating towards Molly. And Mitch is fooling fucking nobody.
It was brave, innit? And I rate brave.
I feel like from the people, you have been like the most flirty and stuff. Just hoping that like, okay, cool, I'll just still get to know you. You'll still have whatever's with her and like.
Flirting with you does come a bit naturally on that.
Leah, the way that you should take that information is flirting comes naturally with you, Leah. But the rest of that sentence from Tyreek should have gone, but it comes naturally with pretty much everyone. He's so handsome. He can't help it. He's going to flirt with everybody. That's just how he lives his life. That's how he gets what he wants. Mitch has to tell people what they're feeling for him to eventually get what he wants. You know, like brainwashing. I don't think Tyreek is that interested in Leah. He has the flirt, but it's so hard to tell if he's actually... Does he like her? I don't know.
I'm not like over the moon that she picked me because I feel like I have a good thing going with you.
I feel like you just flirting with her and like doing it for fun. Like, I don't think it's a serious thing. I don't think you feel like you could have anything with her that.
But I don't know that. That's better.
Okay, well, whatever.
But he doesn't know that yet. He doesn't know that. And that's true as well. He doesn't know exactly what he feels for her just yet. It's been 5 hot seconds, so everybody calm down. I can see Ella's frustration. He flirts so often, who knows what's real and what's not? And also, when you see him flirting the same way with everybody else, the same way he does with you, like, how are you meant to know what you have is real? So her going a little bit insane makes sense to me.
Until I know that they're cool, there could be something there, or there's definitely not something there. Until then, I just need you to trust what we have, because I feel like we do have a good thing. And if he went home today, I would have been gutted still, like gutted.
Not just gutted, gutted. It's very hard for someone like Ella to trust you, Ty, who is a world-renowned fuckboy. You're saying trust what we have. Oh, that's really tough to do. Everything feels like a game to Ty. I think maybe if Ty could show her some vulnerability and get a little bit deeper, then maybe she would feel a little bit more secure. Yeah, that's what I feel. Unprofessional opinion right there.
Being completely honest, the moment I've been happiest is when I've been trying to get to know him. That felt right for me, and I'm enjoying where it's going with Zach.
I know that I'm better than them for you. I know the fact that I'll make you happier than he will.
I don't know, after all of these little things, it's just like, the way we've gone about things, it's just put me off.
Third time's a charm, eh?
Yeah.
Just don't close your book, Mom. Don't do it with Zach. I don't trust him.
Oh my God, he's like a door-to-door fucking salesman from the 80s. He just will not take no for an answer. Third time's a charm. No, she just said she wants to get to know Zach, and all the things that you've been doing take away her lady bonus. So what are you doing, Mitch? It's so pesty. It's gross. I'm not Molly's biggest fan, but what Mitch is doing is just unhinged. She is sitting there going, I've got a better connection with Zach, and then you're telling her that she's wrong and that you two have a better connection. Stop telling people what their feelings are.
You might regret this. You might not. I just thought I'd try one last time.
I don't think we can. I like where things are going with Zach. I do. And I do kind of wish one of the girls picked you.
I respect that. Never fucking laid it on with a girl like this so hard in my life. I normally get what I want quick.
I know.
But literally what I want.
I know, and I can tell that's what.
But do you not see that I'm trying harder than he is?
No, he's trying. He is.
Something might open back up, but if it does, it does, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm true to myself to know I tried.
Okay. The delusion. I cannot. You think that that's a bit of a flex comment that anyone wants to hear that? What the fuck? Not sexy, not a flex. Hey, I usually get what I want all the time. So can't you see that I'm trying here for the first time in my life? Can you not see that? Way more than he is. Who cares who's trying more? If she doesn't feel it with you, she doesn't feel it with you. Oh my goodness. What a fucking child. Wait, so because I want that one and I can have that one though, because I'm trying harder for that one. So I get that one. This doesn't make sense. What the fuck? What the fuck? Where do they find these people?
The fact that Molly just people pleases people, does not piss you off?
I'm not going to put up with that for too long.
Literally, but why is she wearing sexy PJ?
And Mal said, admit there's so much damage from me and you now. We need to leave. And I was like, well, at least you know I tried more than that, were it?
I am so confused. People are moving bonkers. Bonkers is my new favorite word, though.
Good word, still.
Well, I'm sleeping outside tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, just 'cause I want to. So I'll see you in the morning.
Bye.
Zach, I think you should join her, bro.
Zach, you don't need to do nothing. That's what she wants. She's done it to make a statement.
Let her make a statement, Jess. I understand, Jess, you hate Molly a lot, but you would be mad if she slept with Mitch, but you're also mad that she's going outside. And the more that you tell Zach not to be with Molly, the more that's going to be appealing to him. So just shush it, Jess. I really love you, but calm down. So she puts on some sexy pajamas and all the girls are like, why is she putting on sexy PJs? Well, it's to go and sleep outside. And I think it's because she thought that maybe she could lure Zach out there. I would have loved, he doesn't, but I would have loved for him to sneak out there and just give her a little smooch and a little cuddle and then come back. And he's hot for Molly. Many people are. There's this one guy called Mitch. I don't know if I've mentioned him.
Like, she's literally just went and slept outside so she doesn't sleep next to you.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Surely that's done now, bro.
Yeah, it's done.
Hands up if anyone believes Mitch that he's done with Molly. You? You? No? No, I didn't. You? No, absolutely. No one believes that. Oh, he's going to try again and again and again. And then when they leave the villa, I reckon he'll try again no matter who she ends up with. Imagine this. Molly gets booted from the villa in one of the next rounds of rejections. What if Mitch goes with her? Wouldn't put it past him.
Charlotte's lovely, bro. She was trying to spoon you all night, bro.
You weren't spooning her back?
Do you want to, really?
So what, you still going to chat to Charlotte like during the day or not? I actually like my connection with Ella a lot. I always said, I need someone to come in so I can test and that. Now it's happening. Like, I'm living what I said and wanted, innit? So I'm doing it, so like, I'm still going to get to know Leah. Leah's get to know her more.
I hope you could understand any of that because both Zach and Tyreek just talk under their breath and they mumble and they speak very, very quickly. So Tyreek said that he still wants to get to know Leah and she's great and going to see if there's anything there. Fine. The way that you do do it, Ty, is going to be the problem. So just, I don't know, watch that. Zach seems to not want to sort of do much with Charlotte, didn't even want her spooning with him. And yet I reckon in the conversations with Charlotte, he's going to keep telling her he's open. Say that you're closed off and say that you want to be with Molly. Just do it. But maybe he doesn't trust Molly. And that's smart.
How are you feeling, baby? A bit annoying.
Yeah, they just talked for ages.
That's like me, what me and Mo were like.
Oh, do you reckon the bombshell comes in, you're going to get to know him now?
100%.
Ella says 100%, but I'm not entirely sure of that. 5 seconds ago, she said that she doesn't think that Ty is the right one for her, and then they were smooching in bed that night. So I don't think she really knows where her head's at. If a bombshell comes in, maybe she would get to know the bombshell just to make Ty jealous, but I don't think it would be because of the bombshell. Does that make sense? Speaking of bombshells coming in and blowing shit up, exactly what bombshells are meant to do, Charlotte picking Zach has caused some real feelings for Molly, and I die. And I live for them.
Can't even lie, Molly's worse than how you was.
Molly's acting too. Yeah, she's doing the most.
She's not leaving Zach's side today.
If I was Zach, I'll be like, go away, give me a minute. Hey Zach, you got any spaces left in that class?
Come join, bro.
I'll hop in a minute.
Please.
Jess, why don't you?
Huh?
Why don't you come?
I don't want to intrude in the triangle, babe.
Oh, fuck.
Should I not have said that?
No.
My heart is literally... Is that normal?
Yeah, that's normal. Your heart's definitely pumping though.
Touch my heart. How's my heart? Touch it. Touch my heart. It's right next to my boozy, but touch my heart. Just rub it around a little bit. Yeah. Oh my God, it's really beating. Is that okay? Am I going to die? Maybe she give me mouth to mouth.
Charlotte and Zach going to do a little one-on-one PT session. Molly, I'll come and join you. You weren't invited. And I love the tension between Molly and Jess. I reckon there's more happening than we see. She can probably hear the happening in the background, and she wanted to make sure that Jess was called out. Oh, why don't you come and work out too, Jess? Knowing full well that Jess hates the gym. Hates it.
Right, we're having a plank off.
Well, you're going straight into the plank off?
Yeah, go hard or go home.
I can probably plank for about 20 seconds.
20 seconds?
What can you do, like 10 minutes?
Usually get 10 minutes.
Molly looks pissed.
She knows we're talking about
I don't give a fuck.
The way the villa is devolving is my favourite this season. How any of them are going to stay friends is beyond me, and I love it. Well, they're all connecting over one common enemy, and that enemy seems to be Molly. Even though Zach is really interested, I don't know if this is a smart move on your part, Molly. Forcing yourself into a gym session that you were not invited in, and then kind of trying to tell everybody what you were doing. Like, oh, we're going to do the plank off now because you guys need to stop talking over there and can put some more attention on Molly.
You're so funny, you can hear everyone's conversations. I literally just said exactly what they said. It's just
What
like...
they say?
What they say now, please.
Some of them are so loud as well.
Oh.
But they can probably hear us too.
You enjoying your workout, Charlotte?
Kind of. When Molly came over, I let her have it, but still, I just think, obviously she is clearly like keen on Zach.
She's doing too much.
She's doing way too much.
Yeah. And the guy who's sitting with you is also still doing way too much for a girl who's not interested in him. But he's sitting there with you now, so I don't know what the difference is. I'm talking about Mitch, by the way, in case you were confused. I agree. Molly is doing too much, and she is worried that the prize that she thought she was going to win, Zach, might be lured over to the Charlotte side. I don't think he will. I don't think he's that interested in Charlotte. In fact, he kind of said that he didn't really want a bar of Charlotte in bed, so I think Molly's safe. She should just play it cool. But I guess she's learned everything she knows from Mitch.
Literally hate every conversation, just shut up.
Molly's now the new Ekin of the Sues, and it'll be interesting to see how she can win them back over, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she can win them back over by going back to Mitch, because kind of that's what Ekin of the Sues did with Davide Duda. And they're still together, right? All right, they've got a challenge to cause some more issues in the villa, and not a lot comes out of it, but...
Shush the lips of the islander who you think is all talk. Oh, sorry, Charlotte. Oh, shush on this one. I didn't get the secret kiss.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, Molly would have been loving that fucking sick. Earlier in the challenge, Charlotte decided to have a little secret smooch with Tyreek while everyone was meant to have their eyes closed. Everyone didn't. And Zach was a little bit put off by it because really, if Charlotte wants to get to know Zach, then she should be having a secret kiss with Zach. But Zach, you're also the one who didn't want to spoon her last night, so she's probably getting the vibe that you're fucking out. This question comes up every year in every Love Island right across the world, putting the Islanders' best features together to make one perfect person, which is always fraught with danger. It's like an honesty box in maths. It's just not good for any purpose.
Face, we got Leah. Body, we got Ella. And personality, we got Jess.
What's inside that counts, Jeff.
There's no right way to answer that. If you said perfect body Jess, then she'd be like, so what? I'm just tits and ass to you? Like what? And then if you picked face, then you'd be like, what's wrong with my body and my personality? Like, there's no right answer.
High five the Islander you think is playing the game. This is dirty, guys. Sorry, Molly. Everyone was saying it about Molly. It was just the truth.
Everyone was saying it, so it's just the truth. I also think Zach and Mitch are playing a tough game too. Mitch just isn't winning at it. Molly's winning a little bit more. Maybe less so now that Charlotte's on the scene.
Wait, was it you that said the game player one to me? Why was that?
I feel like Mitch was out of the loop for so long. You probably could have told him sooner. You know,
No, he was in my head until I knew that he wasn't in my head.
Maybe you were trying to get to know both of them. And
Yeah,
see
I was.
Yeah.
And they both knew that.
Yeah, but that's why I said that, since you asked.
Okay, I just wanted to know why.
Yeah, it was just literally
just
based
interesting.
on that.
It's so awkward. This is so funny because this is why they all don't sit together in a group that often now until the producers force them to all sit together. Molly says she's cool with it. I don't think she's cool with it. She's definitely not cool that she's the one who everyone sees as playing the game because that could mean that she's not going to make it as far. People aren't going to vote for her to stay, you know? Out of all the ladies, I think she's definitely playing the game the hardest. So she's not wrong. Now, during the challenge, Sammy and Leah got to have a little bit of a smoochy time and some sparks were felt.
You're very brazen, though, ain't you? You don't worry about stepping on toes, do you?
Well, whose toes am I stepping on?
Well, coupled off, innit?
Yeah, but what? Are you closed off?
Oh.
Babe, that looks proper flirty.
Oh, fuck off, Sam.
I still maintain that Sammy's not that into Jess. He's just waiting for something else to come in to really tickle his fancy. And during this whole chat with Sammy and Leah, it does feel like something is building and it's gonna, well, at least it's gonna give Jess a new enemy. And interesting enough, it's Molly's friend Leah.
Well, look at you getting a backbone.
I've always had a backbone. I feel like you've just not asked me.
Yeah, well, I'm still thinking. Is that okay?
Might have to set a time limit. I feel like if you're telling someone, like, you look nice, you've got a nice body, then I would personally think that he's being a bit flirting and I would think that he's interested. So that's the vibes I'm getting.
So Leah's trying to figure out exactly what Ty's game is. Are you just flirting with me because you're just fucking around, or is there actually something here? Now, Ty wants time to figure out exactly what he feels, but which is fine. You can take all the time you want, Ty. But also, you kind of know when you first meet someone, you kind of know if you click with them. If there's sparks there, continue to flirt and follow it down the garden path. If there's not, wrap it up, Ty. Ty seemed legitimately shocked that Leah kind of cornered him and said, hey, what are we doing this for? He wants to be tested. You're just a test. So Ella and Leah end up having this chat because Ella wants to get her head straight as to what Ty's been saying to Leah and what he's been saying to Ella. That prompts Leah to really get an answer from Ty. Are we just flirty because you're a fuckboy, or are we flirting because it's leading to something?
If you're just here for a fun flirt, that's not me. Like, I feel like you can do that with anyone. Like, whereas I'm actually interested to get to know you. Maybe just go with, like, how you're feeling right now. Like...
Nah.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Nah, I'm not there, man. I'm going to take my time and think. And then come back to both of you with an answer when I'm ready. Like, I'm not going to give you this. You know, you said, oh, you like an answer tonight. Yeah, I hear all that, but you're not getting.
Would you feel
you're
like...
not getting one tonight.
I get it. You can't force someone to make a choice or an answer. But also, Ty, you would know. You would know if you're clicking with someone. Why does it take so long? You chat with someone and then you can feel chemistry. And if you don't feel chemistry, then fucking stop it. Ty hates being put on the spot. He hates being told that he's done wrong. And I think he's always going to push back. Because he's so pretty. No one's ever really pushed him before.
But do you feel like that's okay, though, to just be flirting with someone just for fun, turn around and then be like, oh, actually, it wasn't even you I wanted to get to know.
Yeah.
I was just flirting with you because I just thought it was fun for me. I feel like that's a bit like...
I do want to get to know you, though. When have I said I didn't want to get to know you?
No, that's what I'm asking, what the situation is. Like, honestly, for you, it's the interest isn't there and you're just flirting. For me, that's different.
If I wasn't interested, I won't flirt.
Okay.
You weren't interested in Jess and you still flirted with her? Not true. That's a lie. I totally respect Leah for trying to get some clarity from Ty because he doesn't talk that deep, so how do you know where you stand? Leah's been there 5 minutes and she can see that you flirt with fucking everybody, so how is she meant to know that it means something different with you? You know what I mean? Like, I'm totally with her.
So it's with Molly.
I just don't really know where things
you
are at,
do.
if I'm honest with you. I feel like things are good, kind of like that direction it's going in.
Just feel like the chat's not really there. Like the initial attraction's there, like he's gorgeous, but I just don't really feel like he's not like cheeky enough. Like I need a bit more of like a cheeky chat.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much personality, and yet that seems to be really appealing to some women. He's bland, but he's very pretty. I don't know, now that I put it like that, I can see the appeal. Zach, just be honest. You are into Molly.
Having a good evening.
Amazing. Truly. Why are you asking me silly questions?
What did you chat to Leah about?
She said that she chose you because you flirt with her the most, so she went off of that. And I said to her, like, fair.
Can I talk about you now?
Let's talk about you and me.
Yeah,
come on then.
Let's talk about you and me.
You're so unserious.
See what I said? All he'd have to do is like actually figure out his feelings and get a little bit deeper, and then maybe Ella would feel a bit more secure in their relationship. But he's so unserious. And so no matter what happens, even if there's no other tests coming for Ty, they're still going to have these problems because she's never going to feel secure. Straight men, actually tap into your emotions and think about it for a second. I know you just want to have fun and not think about anything serious, but people's feelings are involved in this. So unless you're there just to fuck around and have a fun summer, which Ty could very well be, then have a crack. How do you feel? Oh God, I sound like a therapist.
I gave you a hug when I woke up.
Oh, well done. That one hug meant so much after you spent the whole day with
So
the girl
reassuring.
that you up with.
And it's been the whole day.
So what is your problem? Because I'm literally here getting to know you and no one else. You're here flirting with every fucking girl that walks in the villa. Am I a mug that I'm going to sit and just accept that? I feel mugged off and I feel silly.
I don't feel like a mug. Let me just stop you right there.
He's trying to pat her to calm her down, but nothing he's saying is working again because he's not saying anything deep or remotely vulnerable or real. If you don't give someone attention and they don't feel solid in their relationship, how is she going to just sit there and keep convincing herself it's all good? Oh, fuck boys. You have to evolve if you want to be better at your fuckboy games.
Let's go through the couples in it, shall we?
No, let's not do that.
No, let's do that because no one acts like you.
Oh my gosh, you take my
Listen.
most
Stop shouting.
Me and you're just not actually here yourself.
What do you mean?
Because you're just playing with two people and playing with emotions. It's not a fucking game.
When I fully know, then you'll know.
Now, well, crack on.
Go on, crack on
You
then.
fucking people's gonna come in.
Go on, crack on then.
The same energy that attracts them to each other is the same energy that makes them fight and explode. She's attracted to toxic men, and I think Ty's in a toxic stage because he doesn't know what he wants. He just wants to fuck around. He says that he's there for a relationship. I don't think he is, because if he was, you would just sort of back the one that you're feeling the most with. And sure, you can chat to other people without being a man whore about it and see where it goes. But Ty, he doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't know how to do any of that. Because he's a small baby child, and we love it. Again, before everyone ats me about Ty, I'm not saying that Ella's the best or handling herself the best. She's feeling her emotions and she's acting how she feels she should. But at least she's feeling some emotions, unlike Ty, who just keeps going, push them all down because I'm a man. All right, that's it for a double episode of Love Island, and another one not too far away for your sweet baby angel. Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Have you put your comments and your thoughts below on how this season is going so far? Also, always let me know the shows you are watching and you think might deserve a rehash. I'll see you in the next one, sweet baby angel. Bye-bye.